Hello YouTube, Luigi here. Today is Thursday, the 16th day of July, 2015. Have you guys been following these Pluto images? My God! 3 billion miles away, 9 years to get there. Now it's out in the Kuiper Belt. This is some of the most amazing stuff. Boy, I'm so overwhelmed when teams of intelligent people get together and what they're capable of accomplishing. You'd never know that was the same species that continues to ravage each other with war, you know. Alright, this is the Kershaw Thistle. Didn't mean to get ahead of myself here. Kershaw Thistle. It's in this crummy clam pack, which means what? This is the Walmart version. You know, I bought it on Amazon. In fact, I wasn't even looking for a knife. I didn't even want to buy a knife. I was buying something that was very critical, which you don't need the details of, but I was short on the free shipping. So my brother said, just pick out a knife. And I did. I found something that was on my list and watched a couple of videos, did some research, and here it is, the Kershaw Thistle. It's funny, when you get it in a clamp pack like that, it comes already open. I'm not used to starting that way. Let's look at this. We have a 4.4-inch closed length GFN K-texture handle with a reversible tip-up pocket clip. Now, I like this clip. It's not big and obnoxious. It's not what Nut and Fancy calls Wizard of Oz. It's actually small and understated. It is loop over, so it is a deep carry. And apparently there's some paper or something stuck in here. Let's get rid of that. Oh, it's a piece of popcorn, maybe. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. It is thumb stud actuated. And it is one of the smoothest non-assisted knives I have ever opened. We have a beautiful 3.25 stone wash blade. You know, stone washing is one thing Kershaw does right. Now, this is the kind of blade shape I would normally not be attracted to. It's all belly. There's no flat part there. It's all belly. It's got a swedge, and you see the thumb studs there. It's HCR13 MOV, a broad blade. What does it say on this side? That's the model number, 3812, and the KAI logo. This side simply says Kershaw. Now, what's unusual about this knife? What is this gigantic button here? That is the close. It is, see that? It's a liner lock. Except the liner doesn't come out to the end. You can't get your thumb on it in a normal way. Let's wait for this to refocus. I want to show you how this works. There. You push this down. A piece of metal comes down that pushes the liner lock out of the way. You start to close it. If you're still holding this down, as that rotating tang hits it, it's going to stop in sort of a half-stop position. And people think that's like a safety feature. However, if you want to close it one-hand smooth operation, no half-stop, you have to know when to let go of that button, and there it is. It's really, I wasn't sure how I would like this push button disengagement on the lock bar, but I'm telling you, I think it's slick as a trout. Look at that. Because your thumb's not down here, your fingers aren't in the way of a closing blade. Couldn't be easier. Keep watching. Press, push, close. Press, push, close. If you don't release your thumb quick enough, you will run into that, and it stops right there. Really, really, really interesting knife. It has an overall length of 7 5/8. The lockup is really solid. The centering is, look for yourselves, look at that. Centering is perfect. It has a long back spacer with some jimping on the butt end. Come on, guys. I know you like good focus, and so do I, if I can get it. This back bracer is kind of, I don't want to call it file work because it isn't. It's a piece of injection molded plastic, for God's sake. But You can see it's got some shape to it, some design, some pattern to it. If we can only get this to focus. Some people have told me my focusing issues are related to not enough light. That might well be true. That might well be true. What is it? What kind of knife? What's the use category? Well, it's clearly a good EDC, even a rugged EDC. Is it tactical is always the question I ask. Well, it's got the grip, it's got the speed, it's got somewhat of the reach. It's not the hugest knife in the box. But can it be called into a tactical role? Of course. An emergency self-defensive role? Of course. You got some piercing there. You can see that blade is really sharp at the end. It's thinned down. Should have excellent piercing with a blade like that. We've got jimping here on the top. We have jimping here on the top that doesn't want to come into focus. I don't know what the issue is with this camera. And it's not very sharp. That's unfortunate. It's in the right spot. It hits the thumb perfectly, but it's just not very sharp at all. The ergos, this big broad handle with its contoured shape and slightly rounded corners, the ergos are excellent. I can get a full 4-finger grip. It feels really, really good. The MSRP on this was, at the manufacturer site, was $40. I didn't pay that. I know I didn't pay that. I can't remember exactly what I did pay, but I didn't pay that. So, made in China. They stopped putting China on all over the blade, and if I can find it for you, it's so subtle and so hidden. If you look under the, there it is. If you look right here, it says China. So there you go. Drop point blade. So I call this a modified sheep's foot. It is what it is. It's a lot of belly. In fact, it's all belly. And interesting knife. I'm happy to have it, considering I wasn't looking for a knife, considering I wasn't in the market for a knife, and I just pulled this off the list and said, well, let's grab this one. It was available on Amazon. Here you go. So it's thumb stud opening, button lock closing. It's not like a button lock where you can hold this down and flick it. That doesn't work at all. You got to use the thumb studs, and it's very, usually I'm used to on these Kershaws, these budget Kershaws, I'm used to initial stiffness on a brand new knife. There is absolutely none of that with this. This is flying out with the greatest of ease. All right, everybody, go back to watching Pluto. This is amazing stuff. 9 years, 3 billion miles. I hope everyone is as excited about that as I am. All right, God bless you. Take good care. Stay safe out there. The Kershaw Thistle, model number 3812. Bye-bye.